Right guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. In this one I'm just going to be showing you if it's possible to exchange chain rings between a 6800 Ultegra and an R8000 Ultegra and vice versa. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. Right, so there we have a 6800 Ultegra crank arm with R8000 chain rings fitted. Now this would apply to 105 5800 if you was putting R7000 on it, or even Durace as well. But if you look, so you can see there, doesn't match up with the actual colour of it. It doesn't quite line up. They're just slightly different shape, and as you see there, that's what you end up with, a bump there like that. See, they was never designed for this, but they do actually fit on there and they're bolted on. So there's the inner one. The only difference is on the R8000 they're a different shape slightly on one of the bolt points there, but it still fits on the 6800 arm and it's still actually mounted on there. It just doesn't look quite right, obviously, because it's not designed to go on here, but it will go on, yes it will. So what we'll do is now we'll try the 6800 rings on a R8000 crank arm and see what happens. Right, so here we have a R8000 crank arm with a 6800 chain ring, and as you can see it won't go on there, simply because the shape of this here is different, so as that won't line up with the arm, so therefore it won't actually go on there. So you can't fit a 6800 chain ring with an R8000 crank arm, that won't work. Right, so here we have the 6800 crank set there, but it's got a R8000 inner chain ring, so the inner chain ring is compatible with the 6800 from the R8000. Makes no difference, it fits straight on there. So if you're looking for a replacement chain ring, then for a 6800 the inner from an R8000 fit straight on there, not a problem. Right, so one last thing, here's a Ultegra R8000 crank arm. Now if you want to run the 6800 Ultegra inner chain ring, you can do it, but the difference between the two, if you notice, that's a 6800, then we got an R8000 there. If you look, the difference is in these two there. As you can see, that one's just a traditional shape. The R8000, or the newer style Shimano 11-speed crankset, are using this shape there. So therefore, if you wanted to fit one of the old inner rings to a R8000 say, or a Durace 9100 or a R7000 105, then you see the shape on there is for the appropriate ring to fit on there, so as it follows the shape like that. So if you want to fit, like I said, a 6800, then when you put that on there, that doesn't sit flush because of the shape on there. Doesn't allow that to sit on there dead flush. It's just going to be slightly raised. You might think it goes on there okay, but if you look at the metal is raised there, doesn't allow that to fit flush on there. So to fit that on there, you have to do is just grind that corner off there. That's all you got to do, and then that will allow that to fit straight on there. Then if you want to run an inner chain ring, or say you've already got one that's good and you don't want to buy another one, the expense of buying another inner one, you could just cut that corner off and you fit it on a R8000 from a 6800 say. So I hope you found the video helpful. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more cycle related content. Till next one, ride safe and I'll see you then.